The governor on increase throttle, 200 miles done. Warning lights are all out on that one. Lift collector slightly to reduce the RPM more, so lifting slightly and then dropping off the revs. Okay, down again, building the revs. That's it.
Okay. So pre-takeoff checks, we can just walk through. Instruments are set as required, compass and DI are aligned. We'll have nav lights on because it's pretty. Everything else is set up. Gloucester Tower, helicopter, Golf Oscar Juliet, Alpha November.
Golf Oscar Juliet, Alpha November, Gloucester Tower, pass your message.
Golf Oscar Juliet, Alpha November is outside Heliflight 1029. Standard helicopter departure to the north, lift.
Golf Alpha November, taxi initially holding point X-ray, wind 3103.
Taxi to holding point X-ray, Golf Alpha November. Okay, so following through on the controls.
Following through.
Field 2 tower.
So collective levers coming up. A little bit of left pedals going in, and we're just feeling that disc. So the aircraft is level as we get light on the skids. Into the hover, warning lights roll out, RPM's top of the green, manifold pressure's on 23.5, T's and P's are good, fuel is sufficient, and the car beats on there.
Alpha November, cross runway 27 west of the 2722 intersection. Fire for the north, standard helicopter departure to the north, clear for takeoff, wind 3203.
Cross 27 west of the 22 intersection, clear for takeoff, Golf Alpha November.
Golf Juliet Mike, ready for departure.
Golf Juliet Mike, 500 and altitude line, wait runway 27.
Right, altitude line up and wait runway 27. Golf Juliet Mike.
Aerosmith 3, do we have some assistance at the pumps, please? Aerosmith 3, welcome. Thank you, Aerosmith 3. Fuel 2, proceed to the tower, apron via taxiway Alpha. Cleared up to the tower.
Okay.
Taxiway Alpha, fuel 2.
You have control.
I have control.
Golf Juliet Mike, traffic just departed to the north is an R22. Right turn to the northwest, runway 27, clear for takeoff, wind 3203.
Looking up traffic, right turn to the north, clear for takeoff, runway 27. Golf Juliet Mike.
Now to a climbing turn to the right onto a northerly heading.
Climbing turn to the right, northerly heading.
And then level off momentarily, as we're at circuit 750 feet.
Golf Alpha November, contact Gloucester approach 128.555.
To approach 128.555, Golf Alpha November. So level off, get that attitude forward, cyclic. Remember, we're not supposed to go above 750 feet whilst we're inside the ATZ. It all happens quickly at that point.
Tower, Echo India, Echo Delta Romeo.
Thank you very much for establishing, for accommodating us anyway. Golf Family.
Golf Alpha Lima, okay, for the time being then you're on a basic service, remain well clear of the instrument approach for runway 27. And traffic is a Diamond Twin Star, 8 miles northeast of Gloucester to the RMP runway 27. I'll call you back shortly. Let me know if you do need any help then.
Absolutely will do. Thank you very much. Golf Family.
And once we cross over that road, then we'll climb up to 2,000 feet.
Okay.
Take RMP, runway 27 via lap 2 and Wilco Air 0227.
The wind's died down a bit from this morning as well.
Yeah.
The clouds moved on. Okay, we clear the ATZ, climbing to 2,000 feet, northerly heading. Heliflight. Hello.
Air 02, sending that, please. Air 02, roger, report. Alright. Looks at Air 02.
Go on, let's go 5 miles. Go ahead, guess, contact tower 122.905.
22905, yeah, get serious.
Cheers. Golf Alpha Lima, report your DME distance from Gloucester.
9.9, Golf Alpha Lima, at the moment heading 060.
Golf Alpha Lima, roger. Continue eastbound, please. Traffic north of you, 2.5 miles. Southbound is a Diamond Twin Star, descending 3 level.
Roger, I'll keep a lookout. I'm guessing he's slightly behind me, is he? Golf Alpha Lima.
If you're going 060, he'll be off your left-hand side, probably 9 o'clock-ish. Aero 02, traffic manoeuvring at Thermo, but northeastbound, similar level is a Mooney.
070, and I'll wait your instruction. Golf Alpha Lima.
Aero 02. Aero 02, go. Aero 02, did you copy?
Aero 02, yeah, we copy both aircraft that were at the same altitude.
Scotia Juliet Mike, departing to the north, requesting a basic service. Scotia Juliet Mike, must approach basic service. Basic service, Scotia Juliet Mike. Golf Alpha Lima, report if at any time you have the Twin Star in sight.
Yeah, Roger, I have a contact out to my right at 2 o'clock at the moment, 600 feet below. I'm not sure if that's the Twin Star. He's on your feather zone, Golf Alpha Lima. Approach, good afternoon, Edge 28, request basic service.
Edge 28, must approach.
Yeah, approaching 2000.
290, you inbound.
Building speed 75.
Edge 2, so was it 28? Edge 28, for the time being, I'm not going to afford your service just yet due to controller workload. Maintain the
Good, okay, so when you're ready then we'll do some hazel checks.
activity to the north of the field.
Okay, so our height is at 2000. The area is green fields, predominantly a few buildings around, scattered.
Final approach 6.
Our security all strapped in and seat belted.
Alpha Lima.
Our engine and car beat out.
CME distance is 14.1.
And looking around for traffic. We can hear it on the radio, but nothing visual outside.
You are then cleared for the ILS DME approach runway 27, self-positioning.
Okay. Practice auto rotation. Go.
The longest way round, and I'll report establish on the localizer. Thank you, Golf Alpha Lima.
Aero 02, report your intentions after the approach.
Wants to land Aero 02.
Aero 02,
Lever up. Lever up. That's what we've got to stop.
Okay, run is complete now, routing inbound. 5 miles to run.
Again, overshot that speed at 50 knots. Lever down. Gentle movements with the attitude. Let it catch up.
Contact back to 3 miles.
Aero 02 would take that fuel, thank you.
Okay, so still chasing that attitude a little bit, we're still at 55 rather than 65. So let's look at recovering.
Looking at recovering.
Special 01 traffic 3 miles south of the field inbound to heli south as it's a jet ranger, standard helicopter arrival heli south, runway 27 right hand in use, QFE 1026.
Copy the traffic, standard helicopter arrival, heli south, 1026,
Special 01, you visual with the jet ranger?
Power's full.
Negative at the moment, sir.
Okay, continue with the tower then 122.905, but keep the speed low if you could for me.
Okay, we'll go slowing down anti-tower. 1, 2...
A bit more left pedal there.
Aero 02, put position.
Okay.
Miles to final approach, Aero 02.
When settled, car peak back.
Yeah, car beat going back on. Off, sorry.
Back up to 2000. So again, we're still chasing the entry on that. So those rows were going well over 110.
Yeah.
Got to stop that. It's not good for the rate ahead.
Joining information.
This is Golf Sierra Hotel Charlie Kilo, inbound from Kempo, request basic service. Golf Charlie Kilo, Gloucester approach, hello, standby, controller, handover in progress.
Aero 02, final approach.
Area 02, contact tower 122.905. At the moment, number 2. Number 1 is a cub right base for the grass.
Tower number 2, contacting tower 122.905, area 02.
And if you could bring it back to absolute minimum, that would be great, otherwise it won't run. Golf Alpha Lima, report your DME distance.
DME 13.1, Golf Alpha Lima.
Golf Alpha Lima, thanks. Report established on the localizer and 10 miles, whichever is sooner.
Roger, 10 miles or localizer, whichever is sooner, Golf Alpha Lima.
Golf Mike Tango, standard over, join 27 right hand, QFE 1026, report 3 miles.
Report 3 miles, standard overhead join.
Amazing how busy that radio is.
Yeah,
The aircraft looks, well, the airfield looks quite busy, but
it is a busy airfield,
there's
yeah.
a lot more traffic in the air, isn't there?
Golf Charlie Kilo, approximately...
Which hills are these?
There's the Malvern Hills.
Yeah, Malvern,
We're just
okay.
looking from the other side this time.
Oh, right.
We went over that way last time.
Yeah.
27 right hand, QFE 1026, report 3 miles.
QFE 1026, report 3 miles, standard overhead join, Golf Charlie Kilo.
Golf Mike Tango, sorry, are you still northwest of the field?
Northwest, Golf Mike Tango.
Oh, thanks.
Golf Alpha Lima established on the ILS, that's 11.2 DME.
Golf Alpha Lima, continue and report 4 DME.
Continue report 4 DME, Golf Alpha Lima.
Nickel 34, you still with me? Edge 28, Gloucester approach. Traffic is Cessna 172, about 10 miles northwest of Gloucester.
Traffic.
Yeah, for sure.
From Ledbury area.
Roger, we're 2,800 east, northeast bound towards Greenhaven. That's correct.
Golf Mike Tango.
They're leveling off now to 75 at 2000.
Southeast, 2,800 feet is a diamond star.
Roger, looking, Golf Mike Tango.
That's straight, so you are a diamond star, aren't you? Good guess.
What height you at, please?
Mike Tango, report your level.
2,500, Golf Mike Tango.
Golf Mike Tango, right.
So when you're ready then, your Hazel checks.
So height we are at 2050. Area is rather built up. We're not sure what town that is, but it's quite residential. There are green fields around to the left and to the right and ahead. Security, we're still strapped in, seat belted. Engine full car feed out. And keeping a lookout. Nothing in view.
Direct join, standard overhead join, runway 27, right hand, QFE 1026.
Okay, practice auto rotation. Go.
That's it now.
Report 5 miles to run with a standard overhead, Golf Silly Yankee.
Golf Silly Yankee, I may need you to hold at 5 miles against traffic joining ahead of PP5.
Lever up a little bit more as you bring that speed back.
Golf Mike Tango, 3 miles.
65.
Golf Mike Tango, traffic is an Icarus joining from the south, contact tower 122.905.
Now lever down a bit.
122.905, Golf Mike Tango.
And hold it.
This is Golf Sierra Hotel Charlie Kilo.
Okay, we're looking to recover.
And recovering.
Golf Charlie Kilo, traffic is a Cessna 152 joining from the northwest, contact tower 122.905.
Birds ahead.
Visual.
Contact tower 122.905, Charlie Kilo, Golf Charlie Kilo.
Golf Alpha Lima, report your range.
Golf Alpha Lima with 6.6 DME this time.
So we'll do a climbing turn onto an easterly heading, back up to 2,000 feet.
Climbing turn to the right on an easterly heading up to 2000.
Golf Hotel Alpha November.
Golf November Sierra, pass your message.
Golf November Sierra, position 63
when you're ready, don't forget the carpet.
Golf November Sierra, standard overhead join, runway 27
Off the
right
lynch.
hand, QFE 1026, report with 5 miles to run.
5 miles, QFE 1026, standard overhead join, 27 right, Golf November. Golf Zulu Yankee, 5 miles to run.
Golf Zulu Yankee, take up delaying action, traffic also shortly to delay from the north of the Robin.
The entry was better because you took it slow, but you still were quite slow getting the 65 set up. So sort of dropped it, sort of held it, so it's set there. So I got you to raise the lever up before you pulled back on the cyclic, so the revs didn't overspeed on that one.
Golf Zulu Yankee, taking up an orbit.
Golf Zulu Yankee, roger. Edge 28, support your position, check QNH 1029er.
Hey, sorry, Evergreen Melbourne, heading down towards the...
Yeah, this heading will do fine.
2,700.
Edge 28, support west of East.
Okay, check. Golf Alpha Lima is 4 miles.
Golf Alpha Lima, continue approach, contact tower 122.905.
To tower 122.905, bye-bye.
Cross-check your balance.
Comfortable.
Golf November Sierra, 5 miles.
Golf November Sierra, take up delaying action.
Approaching 2000, levelling off for 75 knots.
Okay, Golf November Sierra.
So we'll look at doing another off rotation. If the hill gets in the way, then we'll have to turn to the right.
Okay. So height is at 2000. Area is mainly green fields, plenty of options available. There are cables below, I've noticed, and a river, probably the Severn.
The Avon, actually, that one.
Avon, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
right. So we are still strapped in our seatbelts, the engine full carpet out, and looking around for traffic, none visible, got a big glare to my right with the sun, and nothing around what I can see.
Okay, practice auto rotation, go.
Okay, practicing auto rotation now.
Procedural service, report passing flight level 50.
Report passing flight level 50, November Lima.
Lever up, lever up. Not too much, let it settle now.
Golf Zulu Yankee, continue towards the overhead, report with 3 miles to run.
Golf Zulu Yankee, continue to the overhead and report 3 miles.
Okay, we'll turn to the right. Okay, roll it straight.
Straightening out.
Watch your speed in the turn.
Building speed.
And we'll recover.
And recovering now. So manifold pressure up to 23. Keeping it straight.
Golf Zulu Yankee, 3 miles to run.
Golf Zulu Yankee, contact tower 122.905.
Then onto a climbing turn round to the left onto an easterly heading again.
Climbing down around to the left, easterly heading up to 2000. All clear on the left from what I can see. Turning now.
Sorry, say again.
Flight level 50 now, November Lima.
November Sierra, Echo Lima, contact Cardiff 125.855.
Contact Cardiff 125.855, November Lima.
Golf November Sierra, say again.
Golf November Sierra, that wasn't for you, just continue to hold for another
The easterly heading, straightening up and still climbing.
Okay, one last thing, what do we need to do?
Heartbeat down.
Sierra 10 Malshore East Northeast request. Direct join if available. With information Papa and QNH 1029.
Golf Oscar Papa Sierra Sierra Gloucester approach basic service and apologies, no direct join, there's quite a backlog for the overhead. Standard overhead join, runway 27 right hand, QFE 1026, report with 3 miles to run.
Standard overhead join for runway.
They do a great job down there, the ATC, they're busy all the time, it's always a very focused job.
Yeah.
Incredibly.
Yeah, that keeps them busy.
Golf Oscar X-ray, 10 miles northeast, at 2,000 feet, request rejoin.
Golf Oscar X-ray, traffic in a similar position, also to join is the Cirrus. Standard overhead join, runway 27 right hand, QFE 1026, report with 5 miles to run.
Standard overhead join, runway 27 right hand, 1026, report 5 miles, Golf Oscar X-ray.
Golf Oscar X-ray, may need you to hold at 5 miles to see continued traffic joining ahead, I'll keep you advised.
No problem, Golf Oscar.
Golf Sierra Sierra, traffic is assessed to 152, similar position, also to join by the overhead.
Traffic copied, looking Golf Sierra Sierra.
Golf November Sierra, continue towards the overhead, report with 3 miles.
Okay, 2,000 up, dipping for 75 degrees, sorry, 75 knots. Okay, 75 and 2,000.
Hazel checks.
So the height is 2,100 now. Just going to put down a bit, increase the speed. A bit less power. Okay, so height is 2,100, our speed is 70. Area is predominantly green fields, pin options land, there are pylons below, about 1 kilometre away, or half a kilometre it looks like. The rising of an outcrop of forest looks like on there. Probably want to go to either left or right of that, so I think I'm going to choose to go left.
Traffic joining ahead of you,
So bearing away to a northeasterly direction.
Contact tower 122.905.
Okay, plenty more fields, not so many trees. Security, we're still strapped in, engine carb heat out, and having a look around for traffic, none visible, ready for auto rotation.
Okay, so just get yourself back to 75 knots, don't worry about the height.
Okay, back
You
to
can do the
75.
shout when you're ready then.
Yep, ready for auto rotation. Go.
Lever up, lever up, lever up. Down, down.
Down. It revs up
Okay,
there.
let's recover off this one.
Okay, bring it up now.
Golf Sierra Sierra, report your range.
3 miles, Golf Sierra Sierra.
Golf Sierra Sierra, roger, make 1 orbit for spacing report complete.
1 left-hand orbit, Golf Sierra Sierra. Right-hand orbit, Golf Sierra Sierra.
Golf Oscar X-ray, take up delaying action. The Cirrus believed to be 3 miles northeast of the field, also delaying.
Delaying action, Golf Oscar X-ray.
Okay, manifold pressure over 20. We are on a rate of climb.
And why we got lots of right pedal in there?
Gloucester approach procedural service, report passing flight level 40.
Procedural service and the next passing.
Okay, when ready, we'll do a climbing turn to the right onto a westerly heading. Right onto west.
Okay, climbing turn to the right to the westerly heading. Looking for traffic, none visible, turning now. Up to 2,000.
Romeo,
Yes, please.
Is a Diamond Star west of the field, routing towards the bridges. 2,800 feet last reported.
Traffic is copy, Echo Romeo. Observation November 4480 Whiskey.
November 4480 Whiskey, Gloucester approach to Mike. Golf Sierra Sierra, report orbit complete.
Orbit complete, Golf Sierra Sierra.
Golf Sierra Sierra.
And what else do we need to do?
122.905.
Power on 122.905.
5 feet down before I start the turn, really, isn't it? Rather, yeah.
Metro Whiskey R66 1 POB inbound.
Yeah, so you went for a more rapid entry into the auto-rotation there, which didn't work for you.
No.
Because you didn't get the paddling enough in there, so you're not ready to do a more rapid entry yet, basically. You just need to take it a little bit more slowly to get those controls more coordinated.
Yep.
So you just ended up with a bit more of a messy entry. Got it sorted, but I had to shout with you to get the RPM under control.
Yeah, I can see that going right to the top there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what a fabulous place.
Oh, it's Dumbleton Hall.
Alright. Fancy paying electric bill on that one.
Can't avoid completely into sun, I'm afraid.
No.
Gloucester approach, Golf Alpha Zulu Whiskey Bravo basic.
Just bought my sunglasses actually, I didn't, they're in my bag, we didn't need them this morning, so...
Bravo, Gloucester approach, pass your message.
Golf Alpha Zulu Whiskey Bravo. The PA20 is out of Oakley Park on a local flight. Currently we're 8 miles northwest of Gloucester Airfield at 3,900 feet, finish 1028. And we're just going to be routing past you west of Beam in about 5 minutes.
Golf Whiskey Bravo, basic service, Gloucester QNH 1029, report west of Beam.
Basic service 1029 for the report west of Beam, Golf Whiskey Bravo.
Approach Golf Lima Romeo November Charlie, request basic service.
Golf Lima Romeo.
Okay, there's 2,000 up, leveling off to 75 knots.
Golf Oscar X-ray, continue towards the overhead, report with 3 miles to run.
Report 3 miles, Golf Oscar X-ray.
Okay, I've got control.
Okay.
So I said I'd demonstrate a 360 degree auto-rotation, so I'll do that now.
Yep.
So height we've got is 2,000 feet, area down below, some small villages down there, but generally green till we get to Tewkesbury. Engine warning lights round, T's and P's are all green, car beat is coming fully out, gauge is showing an increase. We are still base secure, a good look out ahead, nothing seen. Okay, so you can follow through on the controls.
Yep.
So practice auto-rotation, go. Levers going down, throttle's closed, levers going up. Nose is coming up
Golf Oscar X-ray, 3 miles.
as we chuck it round the corner.
X-ray, contact.
So I'm slowing it right down to about 40 knots. Now I've got that revs under control, I'll just reduce that RPM. Now I can bring it all the way around
Romeo Oscar Whiskey.
without losing too much height. As we come back round, there's our buildings, levers going back down, nose is going back forward, controlling the revs prior to the recovery.
Passing flight level, well, nearly 3,500 now.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, just pause momentarily to allow that governor to settle in there, rather than just trying to over-pitch it.
Yank it up, yeah.
Okay, car beats back in, you have control.
I have control.
So see it's, you know, did all that and recovered within 1,000 feet.
Yeah, so 40 knots for a turn, is it?
Not necessarily, because I was doing quite a tight turn and a 360 degree turn,
Yeah.
just by slowing down. There's no fixed number for a turn,
Okay.
it's just basically saying for the longer the turn, the distance if you like,
Yeah.
if I'd stayed at 65 knots, I probably would have been down to 500 feet.
Right.
So it just allowed me to not lose quite so much height during the turn.
Golf November Charlie, basic service, QNH 1029, Report.
I'll say just on this sort of heading, saying just remaining north of Ashchurch and Tewkesbury.
Yep.
Report 5 miles northwest, Golf November Charlie.
Exit Delta Romeo, past 6, flight level 40 now.
Okay, Delta Romeo, contact Cardiff 125.855, bye-bye.
125.855 for Cardiff, Delta Romeo.
Number 450 Whiskey 3 miles.
November 80 Whiskey, contact Tower 122.905.
22905, 80 Whiskey, thanks. November Charlie 5 miles northwest.
Golf November Charlie, you're still at 2,500 feet.
DI's a bit off now.
That's that tight turn.
2,600 feet, Golf November Charlie.
November Charlie, sorry, say again your level.
2,600 feet, Golf November Charlie.
Golf November Charlie, report overhead and report any change in your level.
Report overhead and report changing level, Golf November Charlie.
Golf Whiskey Bravo, request your next turning point.
Next turning point is Stride, Golf Whiskey Bravo.
Golf Whiskey Bravo, report.
Okay, approaching 2,000, starting to level off to 75 knots. Knots 2,000.
Okay, so same deal, do your Hazel checks and we'll have another go for an off-rotation.
Okay, so height is 2,100. The area is mainly green fields, a couple of large water obstacles and the River Avon. Security, we are all strapped in still, engine and warning lights are out, T-Beach in the green and the car beat is out fully. And last look around, can't really see much to the left, but the right hand side seems clear.
122.905.
Okay, so practice auto rotation, go.
Okay.
Control those refs. Just let it settle in, don't keep raising it, or else you'll go the other way. Right now. Leave it down.
November Charlie overhead.
Golf
Leave her
November
up.
Charlie, request your next turning point.
Okay, let's look at recovery.
Recovering back.
So we're still chasing altitude and therefore chasing the rotor RPM.
Yeah.
Golf November Charlie, where are you routing to next?
So, bring ourselves back up to 2,000 feet. We'll do it all over again.
November Charlie.
Golf November Charlie, reports Morton in Marsh.
4 Morton in March, Golf November Charlie.
Golf Whiskey Bravo, head Stride and request frequency change to Camel 118.142 down.
Golf Whiskey Bravo, free call, Campbell, bye-bye.
Free call Campbell, Golf Whiskey Bravo, thanks.
Left pedal, not right. Don't forget, car peak.
Down to an inch.
You're remembering to pull it out nicely, which is good, but you've got to remember to put it back in as well.
Yeah. 2,800 feet. Couple more to go. And then maintain same direction.
Alright, yeah, this will do for the moment.
Yep. Okay, approaching 2,000. Building speed 75.
Gloucester approach, Air 53, request basic service.
Air 53, Gloucester approach, basic service.
Basic service, Air 53.
Okay, 75, 2,000. Go for Hazel?
Yep.
For the height 2,000. The area is mainly rural, loads of green fields, can't see any pylons. Just crossed a major trunk road. Still secure in our seatbelts.
I am.
Engine lights, warning lights are out. Revs are okay. T's and P's are in green. Carb heat is out. Looking out one final time. Nothing visible. Ready for auto rotation.
Okay.
Auto rotation coming on now.
Okay, let's recover off that one because you made a bit of a mess of that. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll control.
Okay.
Again, you went for that fast.
Too quick.
Well, yes, because your pedals, you saw the nose was going all over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because you weren't getting the pedal in right.
Yeah.
Which is all better to recover from there. So
Start again.
you can do them quick, but you need to be coordinated. And at the moment, you're just not quick enough with the pedals with what you're doing with the collector. If you lower the lever down quickly, you know, they've got to be together.
Yeah.
Not as you were doing, is lever
Afterwards.
going down,
Yeah.
and then. Okay, you have control again.
I have control. So
Take ourselves back to 2,000.
2,000.
I haven't put the carpet back in as we're going to do another. You can leave it where
Alright.
it is.
Okay.
So nice and smooth and swiftly down, but not dumping it until you're better coordinated.
Yep. Okay, 2,000. Building 75.
We'll assume our Hazel checks are still complete as we're still in a similar area.
Yep.
Let go whenever you're ready.
Okay, ready for auto rotation now.
Pick up on the lever. That's it, that's all it needs. Let it settle. Okay, let's look at recovering.
Now start to recover.
Once settled in the climb, we'll do a climbing turn to the left round onto a southerly heading.
Okay, established climb, climbing to the left, ending on a southerly heading. Up to 2,000.
Remembering the last thing of the auto.
Looking left, no traffic.
Yeah, so all autos, once the lever's all the way down to the bottom, just pause a second, let the rev settle, then raise the lever up about an inch.
Yeah.
It's really understanding RPM management of what affects it, how it affects it, so you control those revs.
Yeah.
If you look after your revs, then the helicopter will look after you. You screw your revs up,
Yeah.
you ain't coming home.
Got no engine after that.
Yeah. Well, you just bugger up the rotors. If you haven't got any rotors,
No, it
it doesn't matter about the engine.
doesn't do very much, does it?
Yeah.
Lovely to see the sun, but not
Yes,
just in your eyes.
and it's the only downside, isn't it?
Lima, Romeo, November, Charlie, overhead, Morton in Marsh.
Golf November Charlie, which frequency are you working next?
We'll come round a little bit further on to the south.
Wells,
Let's take it slightly so
Lima, Romeo, November,
not bang into the sun.
Golf November Charlie, 3 call Wellsbourne 124.030. Bye-bye.
Putting 2 hours.
Okay, 2000, dropping to 75 knots off the nose, sorry, closing speed. 75. Good power.
With Quebec, 20 to run, and looking for a direct ILS or join if possible.
Golf Sierra Alpha Papa Mike, Gloucester approach, Roger, IFR or VFR can accommodate the ILS.
We are VMC, but we'd like to do IFR, and if possible go to the final approach fix for ILS to land.
Golf Papa Mike, Roger, procedural.
The same deal when you're settled. Hazel checks, by which time we would have cleared that little village
Okay.
to do the next auto.
So the height, we overshot now to 2,200. Speed needs to be built to 75. The area is predominantly rural. We do have a village below. Just go over that. Security, we are still strapped in our seatbelts. Engine, warning lights are out. Revs are okay. T's and P's are in green. Carb heat is fully out. And having a last look, nothing I can see. Ready for auto rotation.
Cluster approach, Golf Sierra Alpha Juliet, mile 6 nautical miles to the north.
Okay, go when you're ready.
And auto rotation now.
Requesting a rejoin to the base for runway 27.
And nose up. Okay. You're closing the throttle.
Am I?
Yeah.
Alright.
I didn't close the throttle and the needles are split there long before it came down there. So when you're lowering the lever, you must be close to the throttle. That's twice you've done that.
Yeah.
Units correct. Golf Sierra Juliet.
But just leave it down. You haven't got to twist the throttle at all.
Yeah.
But you notice the needles had split?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't me at that point.
Right.
You have control again?
Okay, I have control. Climbing up to, well, almost 2,000, so just
8 miles from there, may request the RMP approach.
climb up, maintain heading.
Come round onto a easterly heading. So slight speed out, forward cyclic,
Quebec, 3,700 feet on the QNH 13.
and round onto an east-northeasterly heading.
Descends altitude 3,000 feet. Central traffic is at 2V20 miles northeast of the field, altitude 4,000 feet.
Traffic night side, descend 3,000 feet on the QNH 1029 at Gloucester 12.
And because you've closed the throttle early, the revs are decaying because you haven't got the lever down,
Right.
which is why we're getting that low RPM very quickly.
Yeah, well, I'm rubbing my daggers on my head.
Is this to land?
Yeah, sort of aiming towards that town there, which is G3425.
Okay.
Have another go.
So height 2,200, just going to build speed 75. Area is undulating rural green slopes, bit of forest around. Security, we're still strapped in, engine lights are out, revs are okay, T&Ps are in green, carb heat is fully out, and there's nothing in sight.
Okay, let's get our speed to 75 before we do the auto.
Okay, speed to 75, and we're ready for auto.
And then go when you're ready.
Okay, auto coming on now.
Roger, now number 2 for the approach. Number 1 is the previously mentioned Twin Star, please to approximately 5 miles from Nermo. Continue to towards a 10 mile final, but report northeasterly.
Continue and go northeasterly and go from the line.
Off Papa Mike, maintain altitude 4,000 feet.
Right, look at a plan B and do a VFR join if we may.
Okay, we'll look at recovery.
Okay, starting to recover.
annoying little waffle as we're recovering now.
Contact 271-026, not below 1500 Wilco.
Okay, we'll do one more before we go back to the airfield. That one was better in itself. It took your time a little bit more, you didn't rush things, so it gave you a chance. You haven't got big attitude changes. A little bit on the slow side, we want to have 65 knots rather than anything else. Again, you're very heavy on that right pedal. Look at your pedal. Once you've got it set there, then for some reason you go and put it in right pedal. And carb heat.
Drop it down.
You've got to remember the carb heat.
Yeah.
Bravo, affirm clear for the approach, descend with the procedure.
Yes, for the RMP approach runway 27, the procedure Golf Delta Bravo.
That's it, so you can see those sort of solar panel bits there, if you just sort of keep those on the nose.
Yep.
As we go up to 2000 for one last auto before we go back. Again, you're almost putting in a bit of right pedal when you raise that lever up.
Golf Delta Bravo,
Golf Delta Bravo, report final approach fix, 6-wing circuit active.
Wilco Golf Delta Bravo. And Golf Papa Mike, just 5 miles visual field for a base join.
Golf Papa Mike, contact tower 122.905.
122.905, Golf Papa Mike.
Okay, so starting to approach 2000. Just going to raise speed to 75 knots. Hit the nose, power up. Wobbly there. Okay, 75 knots at 2,100. So high 2,100. Our area is predominantly rural with a major road we're approaching to the east and solar panels. Security we're still strapped into our seatbelts. Engine warning lights are out. Revs are good. T's and P's are in green. Carb heat is out. Looking around, nothing visible. Ready for auto rotation.
Okay, come when you're ready.
Revs are a bit low there, so go up a little bit.
So you needed to lower the lever fraction, that was all. Okay, we're going to look at recovering as we've got the bridge in front of us. And I have control. So we don't turn that way really, because it's too close to the AT's end. Yeah, I think you're still looking in way too much.
Yeah, we look,
so we've still got some work to do on the autos really. You need to be a lot more accurate, and you need to be able to identify the rotor RPM changes yourself and correct for them yourself, which you're not really doing at the moment. You're catching some of them, but again you could hear the horn going and then it's like, well, what shall I do?
be down,
so you just need to develop that skill. It's not quite there yet, it will take time, but they are something, if you ever have an engine failure, it's something you need to be competent at.
Yeah, be more instinctive rather than to work it out.
Yes.
Report 3 miles.
Okay, so we're going to do the radio call. I'll just bring ourselves back round so we're pointing in the right direction.
And report
Hotel uniform. Traffic is a Robinson 44 also in the Tewkesbury area to join.
Roger, Golf Hotel uniform.
Helicopter Golf Oscar Juliet Alpha November is 4 miles to the north of the field for a standard helicopter arrival to Heli North.
Golf Alpha November, standard helicopter arrival to Heli North, runway 27 right hand, QFE 1026, report 3 miles.
Standard helicopter arrival to Heli North, 1026, runway 27, Wilco Golf Alpha November. Okay, you have control.
I have control.
Golf Alpha Romeo, traffic is a Robinson 22.
And just keep heading in this direction. You see the hill in front of us there?
Yeah.
That's where the airfield is, just in front of that hill.
Yeah.
And don't let us climb, make sure we stay 700 feet and below.
Golf Alpha Romeo, contact tower 122.905, 16 circuit active.
122.905, Golf Alpha Romeo.
Golf Alpha November, traffic is a Robinson 44, similar position also to join.
Not visual with traffic, and we're 3 miles, Golf Alpha November.
Golf Alpha November, fixing circuit active, contact tower 122.905.
To tower 122.905, Golf Alpha November. Yeah, it's on about a helicopter, not an aeroplane.
Okay.
Which is joining behind us, I think.
Golf Sierra Alpha Delta Bravo, Golf Tower.
Golf Delta Bravo, go to rest.
Golf Delta Bravo, roger. Go right turn into the visual circuit.
So we're going to start descending down to 500 feet.
On the line, clear.
Okay, descending 500, maintaining heading.
Tower fuel 2.
Arm heat fully out. Not
Arm heat
already.
is fully out.
Ramp, holding point Mike, would like to route to Skyborne via Taxiway Hotel. Fuel 2, just say again where you need to go.
Did I get clearance to land?
Golf Mike X-ray, final touch and go. Golf Mike X-ray, traffic on the go around is a twin star into the circuit, runway 27, clear touch and go, wind 3004.
Oh, there's one over there.
Yep. Got it.
Golf Alpha Romeo, request.
Please just bring your power back in to level off at this point.
Downwind for right.
Delta Tower, helicopter Golf Oscar Juliet Alpha November for Heli North.
Golf Oscar Juliet Alpha November, Gloucester Tower, traffic on the ground at Heli North is an R44, clear to land Heli North, wind 3004.
Clear to land Heli North, Golf Alpha November.
Golf Alpha Romeo, say again your request.
I'd like to turn downwind. It'll be a short downwind pass now, please. Golf Alpha Romeo.
Golf Alpha Romeo, that's approved. Fixing circuit is active with a Cherokee on a touch and go. Inbound Heli North traffic, approximately half mile to the north, is an R22.
So we're going down, so we don't overfly the buildings low level here. You can start setting out your descent again now.
Parking cross runway 04 and 36.
0436 to Park, Golf Alpha line.
So once we cross over this road here and clear of the building, then we turn straight onto final approach.
Right. They're coming back now.
Bravo Zulu Hotel uniform. Golf Juliet Mike, short 5927.
Golf Juliet Mike, continue approach, expect lake clearance. Traffic to touch and go is a Cherokee.
Where's Heli North? Is this side? That's field?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golf Delta Bravo report final, just becoming, follow the twin star and a half mile final.